The Necklace, a short story written by Guy de Maupassant. Hello students, welcome to this online program of learning for Standard 9 Subject English, and you are watching this video with Madhvi Nerkar. We are going to learn the concluding part of the short story The Necklace, written by the famous French writer Guy de Maupassant. In last part, we had seen how Mathilde lost the necklace borrowed by her friend, and in this part, we are going to see how she finds a way out. So, let's watch. New words, phrases. Cloak, loose outer garment, मोठा झगा, glimmer of hope, ray of hope, आशेचा किरण, ball dress, a long dress that is worn to formal parties for dancing, समारंभात नृत्य करण्यासाठी घालावयाचा लांब झगा. Disaster, a terrible situation, आपत्ती. Clasp, fastener, फासा, बक्कल. To mend, to repair, दुरुस्त करणे. Ruinous, causing serious problems, especially with money. आर्थिक दृष्ट्या नुकसानकारक. Garret, attic, छपराखालची पोटमाळ्याची खोली. The necklace, part 2. They looked in the folds of her dress, in the folds of her cloak, in her pockets, everywhere, but they could not find it. Are you sure you still had it on when you left the hall? He asked. Yes, I touched it in the hall at the ministry. But if you had lost it in the street, we would have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Yes, that's probably it. Did you take his number? No. They stared at each other, stunned. At last, Loisel put his clothes on again. I'm going back, he said. Over the whole route we walked and see if I can find it. They looked everywhere, but they could not find the necklace. Finally, Mr. Loisel decided to go back in search of the necklace. त्या दोघांनीही तो रत्नहार शोधला, परंतु तो सापडला नाही. शेवटी मिस्टर लॉयझलने अंगावर कपडे चढवले आणि तो रत्नहार शोधण्यासाठी ते घराबाहेर पडले. He left. She remained in her ball dress all night, her mind blank. Her husband returned at about 7 o'clock. He found nothing. He went to the police, to the newspapers, to offer a reward, to the cab companies, everywhere. The tiniest glimmer of hope led him. Loisel returned in the evening, a hollow, pale figure. He had found nothing. You must write to your friend, he said. Tell her you have broken the clasp of her necklace and that you are having it mended. It will give us time to look some more. She wrote as he dictated. At the end of 1 week, they had lost all hope, and Loisel, who suddenly looked aged, declared, we must consider how to replace the jewel. Mr. Loisel went to the police, to the newspapers to offer a reward, to cab companies everywhere, but in vain. He could not find the necklace anywhere. Finally, they decided to replace the necklace. मिस्टर लॉयझल पोलिसांकडे गेले. बक्षीस जाहीर करण्यासाठी वृत्तपत्र कार्यालयात गेले. टॅक्सी कार्यालयांमध्ये जिथे कुठे त्यांना अंधुकाशेचा किरण दिसला तिथे सगळीकडे जाऊन त्यांनी चौकशी केली. परंतु त्यांच्या पदरी निराशा पडली. शेवटी नवा रत्नहार घेऊन तो परत करण्याचे त्यांनी ठरवले. And so they went from jeweler to jeweler, looking for a necklace like the other one, consulting their memories, both sick with grief and anguish. In a shop at the Palace Royal, they found a string of diamonds which seemed to be exactly what they were looking for. It was worth 40,000 francs. They could have it for 36,000. So they begged the jeweler not to sell it for 3 days, and they made it back for 34,000 francs if the other necklace was found before the end of February. Loisel had 18,000 francs, which his father had left him. He would borrow the rest. And he did borrow. He gave notes, made ruinous agreements, dealt with every type of money lender. Then he went to get the new necklace and let down on the jeweler's counter 36,000 francs. आणि मग त्या हारासारखा दिसणाऱ्या दुसऱ्या हाराच्या शोधार्थ एका सराफाकडून दुसऱ्या सराफाकडे ते फिरत राहिले. दोघेही दुःखाने आणि व्यथेने व्याकुळ झालेले होते. शेवटी पॅलेस रॉयल इथल्या एका दुकानात ते शोधत असलेला हुबेहूब तसाच हिऱ्यांचा हार दिसला. त्याची किंमत 40,000 फ्रँक होती, पण त्यांना तो 36,000 मिळू शकणार होता. त्यांनी त्या सराफाला 3 दिवस तो हार कुणालाही विकू नकोस अशी कळकळीची विनंती केली आणि फेब्रुवारी महिना अखेरीपर्यंत जर मूळचा हार सापडला तर नवा हार 34,000 फ्रँकमध्ये तो सराफ परत घेईल असाही त्यांनी करार केला. लॉयझेलकडे त्यांच्या वडिलांनी त्यांच्यासाठी ठेवलेले 18,000 फ्रँक्स होते. बाकीचे त्यांनी उसने घेतले, लिखित पावत्या केल्या, तोट्याचे करार केले, सर्व प्रकारच्या सावकारांशी सौदे केले आणि शेवटी काउंटरवर 36,000 फ्रँक ठेवत तो नवीन हार विकत घेतला. When Madame Loisel took the necklace back, Madame Forestier said coldly, "You should have returned it sooner. I might have needed it." मादाम फॉरेस्टेरनी जेव्हा तो हार ताब्यात घेतला तेव्हा अगदी थंडपणे त्या म्हणाल्या की तू हा हार या अगोदरच मला परत करायला हवा होतास. कदाचित मला त्याची गरज भासली असती. From then on, Madame Loisel knew the horrible life of the very poor. But she played her part heroically. The dreadful debt must be paid. She would pay it. They dismissed their maid. They changed their lodging. They rented a garret under the roof. New words for the next part. Drudgery, hard, boring. कष्टाचे, कंटाळवाणे. Odious, hateful, किळसवाणे. Garbage, rubbish or waste. कचरा. Saw, an old French coin of low value. कमी मूल्य असलेले पूर्वीचे फ्रेंच नाणे. Tradesman, a person who has a shop. विक्रेता, धंदेवाईक. Manuscript, handwritten documents or book. हस्तलिखित. Brooded over, thought sadly. खिन्नतेने विचार करत असे. Fickle, changeable. अस्थिर, क्षणभंगूर. Astonished, very surprised. विस्मयचकित होणे. Familiarly, in a friendly manner. सलगिने. Deeply moved, emotionally affected. हृदय हेलावणे. Imitation, artificial. नकली, खोटे. She came to know the drudgery of housework, the odious labors of kitchen. She washed the dishes, the dirty linen. She carried the garbage down to the street every morning and carried up the water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath and rest like a commoner. She had to bargain at market, quarrel and face insults over every miserable saw. Each month they had to pay some loans, renew others, get more time. Her husband worked extra, every evening doing accounts for a tradesman, and often late into the nights he sat copying a manuscript at 5 saws a page. And this life lasted 10 years. At the end of 10 years, they had paid off everything, even the interest. आपले सर्वस्व पणाला लावून त्यांनी तो हार परत केला. मात्र आता अत्यंत गरिबीचे जिणे त्यांच्या नशिबी होते. मादाम लॉयझेलने तिची भूमिका मोठ्या धीराने निभावली. कर्जाचा प्रचंड मोठा डोंगर ती फेडणार होती. त्यांनी आपल्या मोलकरणीला कामावरून कमी केले, आपले राहते घर बदलले आणि एका छप्पर असलेल्या पोटमाळासारख्या खोलीत ते भाड्याने राहू लागले. मॅथिल्ड आता घरातील अपार कष्टाची कामे करू लागली. स्वयंपाकघरातील नावडत्या रटाळ कामांची तिला जाणीव झाली. धुनीभांडी करणे, सकाळी रस्त्यापर्यंत कचरा नेऊन टाकणे, पाणी वर भरून नेणे आणि तिची राहणी अगदी साध्या सामान्य स्त्रीसारखी झाली. बाजारात क्षुल्लक किमतीवरून तिला घासाघीस करावी लागे. कधी भांडण तर कधी अपमान सहन करावा लागे. दर महिन्याला त्यांना काही कर्ज चुकते करावे लागे, तर काही कर्ज जास्त काळासाठी नव्याने सुरू करावे लागे. तिचे पती रोज संध्याकाळी एका व्यापाऱ्याकडे हिशोबाचे काम करण्यासाठी जात, तर अनेकदा घरी रात्री उशिरापर्यंत जागून हस्तलिखिताच्या लिखाणाचे काम करीत असत. आणि 10 वर्षे त्यांनी असे आयुष्य काढले. 10 वर्षात व्याजासकट त्यांनी सर्व कर्ज फेडून टाकले. Madame Loisel looked old now. Often she brooded over the past. What would have happened if she had not lost that necklace? How strange life is, how fickle, how little is needed for one to be ruined or saved. One Sunday, as she was walking in the Champs-Élysées, suddenly she saw Madame Forestier, still young, still beautiful, still charming. Madame Loisel felt emotional. Should she speak to her? Yes, of course. And now that she had paid, she would tell her all. Why not? She went up to her. Good morning, Jenny. The other, astonished to be addressed so familiarly by this common woman, did not recognize her. She stammered, But madame, I don't know. You must have made a mistake. No, I am Mathilde Loisel. Her friend uttered a cry. Oh, my poor Mathilde, how you have changed. Yes, I have had some hard times since I last saw you, and many miseries. And all because of you. Me? How that can be? You remember the diamond necklace that you lent me to wear on the ministry party? Yes. Well, I lost it. What do you mean? You brought it back? I brought you back another exactly like it, and it has taken us 10 years to pay for it. It wasn't easy for us. We had very little, but at last it is over, and I am very glad. Madame Forestier was stunned. You say that you bought a diamond necklace to replace mine? Yes, you didn't notice then. They were very similar, and she smiled with proud and innocent pleasure. एके दिवशी मॅथिल्डला अचानक तिची जुनी मैत्रीण मादाम फॉरेस्टियर दिसली. ती अजूनही तशीच तरुण, तशीच सुंदर आणि आकर्षक दिसत होती. तिच्याजवळ जाऊन तिने तिला सुप्रभात जिनी असं म्हटलं. मात्र एका सामान्य महिलेला पाहून तिने तिला ओळखलंच नाही, आणि तिची ओळख दिल्यानंतर मादाम फॉरेस्टियरला तिची खूप कीव आली. माझ्या या अवस्थेला तूच जबाबदार आहे असे जेव्हा मॅथिल्ड म्हणाली तेव्हा मॅडम फॉरेस्टरला आश्चर्याचा धक्का बसला. आणि मग मॅथिल्डने गौप्यस्फोट केला. तू दिलेला रत्नहार माझ्याकडून हरवला आणि तो रत्नहार तुला भरून देण्यासाठी मला सर्व काही विकावे लागले आणि माझीही दुर्दशा झाली. Madame Forestier, deeply moved, took both her hands. Oh, my poor Mathilde. Mine was an imitation. It was worth 500 francs at most. मादाम फॉरेस्टियर तिची कथा ऐकून हेलावल्या. म्हणाल्या, मॅथिल्ड, माझा रत्नहार खोटा होता. तो जवळपास 500 फ्रँक्सपेक्षा जास्त किमतीचा नसेल. Poor Mathilde. She replaced an imitation jewel with the real one, at the cost of her happiness, her comfort, her peace of mind. She ruined herself economically, mentally, and emotionally. Dear friends, remember one thing. Dreams are not to be borrowed. They are to be earned with hard work and ambition. And this was all about the necklace. Thanks for watching.